Okay, it's a quick video for myself, Harvey Goldman. No cuts, no edits, no filters, and no hair. And so for today's video, I want to give you some brutally honest tips for lazy people who just want more from life. So this one may sting a little bit. You want a better life, but you can't be bothered. Well, then A, you're lazy, but also you're stuck. Laziness is usually masking something else. It masks fear, it masks burnout, or it could mask just not knowing where to begin. So I'm not going to call you out on it because I don't know what your situation is. I'm instead going to show you what to do step by step, even if you feel like doing nothing. So let's get into it. So how can you start the process? Well, for a start, you could start with just 15 minutes, a 15-minute window once a day. That's all you need to begin. One productive block a day, a 15-minute time window. Now, I'm sure we've all got that available. You need to get honest. Basically, get honest about your time wasters. Whatever it is you do, whether you come home from work and you just flake in front of the telly and you're watching, YouTube videos or TikToks or Netflix, or you're playing video games endlessly, whatever it might be, cut one of them out. Try and cut one of them out, and that's it. Cut it out once a day. The answer really is don't set goals, set systems. If you set goals, goals can fail because you might miss the goal and never try it again, or you might achieve the goal and think it's done. If you set a system is designed to be repeated. So don't set goals, set systems. You need to stack habits. So try linking an old one to a new one. So it might be something, for example, like reading a book while you eat, or stretch and do some yoga while you watch Netflix. And that way you're sort of min-maxing. I think they call it min-maxing, where you're maximizing the amount of things you can do in a minimum amount of time. Importantly, you need to reward yourself, but only do it once you've acted. Motivation follows action. A bit like training a dog. It's not like the other way around. that won't work. If you want to do a workout whilst watching Netflix and then go and have a Snickers bar, fantastic. Don't have the Snickers bar first, because you'll just sit down on the couch, watch Netflix, and the workout won't happen. I know, I've been there. So look, you're not lazy, you're probably underpowered. And I think once you prove to yourself that you're capable of movement in a forward direction, you will build momentum. And that momentum has the capacity to change everything. It can change your outlook towards work. It can change your outlook towards relationships. It could change your outlook towards life. And that's a very powerful tool. Outlook is everything. If you wake up in the morning and you hate your job and you don't feel like it's going anywhere and you've got no money in the bank and you've got a 1-hour commute to an office that you really hate, and all the rest of it, there's going to be no motivation there to change. You'll hate it, but will you hate it enough to motivate yourself? Probably not. So you need to set systems. You need to just get that 15-minute window initially, then maybe allocate an hour. And once you do that, you'd be amazed what you can do with an hour. You could start a business for an hour a day, and that could eventually free you from your horrible, unmotivating, dead-end 9-to-5 job that you don't want to go to every day. So this isn't just me giving whimsical advice. This is something that I've done myself. Through COVID, I was in a position where I was working from home. I mean, truth be told, I was waking up most days and doing nothing. That then carried over into other jobs, and I felt apathetic about being there. Really didn't care, because I just spent the best part of a year doing as I pleased. So I almost had to retrain my brain. I had to re-motivate myself. And I tried goal setting. Goal setting worked awfully for me. Then I tried system setting, and I put systems in place where by a certain time in the morning, I'd done a certain thing. The only thing that's never left me as a system is waking up at 4 a.m. to do a workout. So I wake up every day, religiously, 12 years now, woken up every day at 4 a.m. and by about 4:15, I'm in my gym. It's only about a mile from where I live, and I'm working out. And that initial system gave me motivation to do a whole host of other things, gave me motivation to level up, to complete many different language courses, to self-learn, to do Google skill shops, Microsoft certifications, all sorts of things that have then helped me acquire work from private clients. I've used some of my systems to free up time to become better at musical instruments. Then I've put that to work and started bands that have earned me income. So there's an end goal. The end goal for me is always, what skill have I got and how can I turn it into something that, as well as being enjoyable, makes me money? So these are some systems that I've put in place. Trust me, if it can work for me, it can work for anybody. Now, I'm not a millionaire. I'm not even a tenth of that. But the systems have given me self-worth because I'm achieving. And although it's very small steps, it's still achieving. And for me, I find that incredibly motivating. And I'm sure in your situation, whatever it might be, once you start achieving, you'll want to achieve more. And it'll be a self-fulfilling prophecy. So what are your thoughts on this? What are the ways that you keep yourself motivated, keep yourself wanting to push forward, striving for more? Have you ever found yourself in a position where you've been lazy or just felt apathetic about your life, about your work, about whatever? How did you get over that? Drop it in the comments, let me know. And just remember, the comments that you give could help any number of other people that are going through what you went through. So don't be tight. Drop it below. Let's spread the love. Let's help people level up, be better, and have more. So YouTube's going to put another video there. I'm going to go and have a cry because it is super hot and I'm super sticky. Not really sure that you wanted to know that, but there you go. Like, follow, subscribe, ring the bell, all that jazz, and there'll be another video tomorrow. Goldman, peace out.